Hey everybody, today is January 31st. It's 2025. We're coming around.
Take two!
Yeah, take two. I fucked up the first time. We recorded about 20 minutes into an episode, and I realized that I dropped my phone halfway through that, and it stopped the recording because it hit spacebar. So, we're going to talk a little fast and get this fucking out of the way because we've already been doing it for 20 minutes. So we're wrapping up January, heading into February. We got a lot to talk about. Sorry for the hiatus. Zach was very, very under the weather, hugging a toilet.
Very ill.
Yeah, so we just decided we're going to talk about everything from our last Friday episode until now. Just kind of going to go in chronological order. The biggest thing, or not the biggest thing, the first thing, WWE Saturday Night Main Event. Great show all around. I think I think there was really one match that people weren't happy with, and that was just because it was Nia Jackson, at least for me and Zach. We'll talk about the main event first. Gunther retains over Jey Uso. It was a good match. Very, very good match. I did not like the ending just because of the finishers not being finishers anymore. Jey hit him with everything he could, but it is what it is. I think overall it was just a great match. I think it sets him up for a feud down the road, to be able to come back to it in times, as time passes. But overall, great match.
Yeah. It was a slobber knocker, JR would once say. I enjoyed it. I think I don't dislike the ending. I think with these bigger matches, title matches, yeah, you need some false finishes and some. Sometimes it's going to take more than one finisher to get the job done.
Yeah.
Sorry. Which is a two-ended sword. Because I do like to see protected finishers. So there's got to be a fine line of, okay, if you are going to use it, I don't want you to kick out of it, but, roll to the outside of the ring. Have a distraction.
Put a foot on the road.
Something.
I think they're kind of bringing it back a little bit with Kevin Owens using that powerbomb move. The pile driver move. I know it's an illegal move, so he hasn't used it in a match yet. But I think that's going to be added to his repertoire as like a tombstone pile driver for Undertaker. Like it's going to be a protected finisher.
Yeah, that would be wild to see.
Yeah,
off the ladder. But yeah, Rhea over Nia. Their online exchange was better than the match. The match wasn't bad. We're not shitting on the match.
We're shitting more on just Nia in general.
I think Triple H knows that Nia is not well perceived, and he's just gonna keep putting her in spots because he knows it's heat.
She's interrupting Bayley's promos, interrupting Liv's she doesn't really have a place. She's just kind of all over the place, interrupting her, so we get her in all these different stories.
Yeah, and I'm not a huge fan of this window, this talent window they're doing until it goes until Saturday, like Damien's on SmackDown now, yeah. Bayley's on Raw. Like, just do a draft. Just say, hey, we're doing an actual draft, and we're sticking to those shows.
Yeah, but I think also I think the draft last year wasn't as well perceived as it could have been.
Because it wasn't they picked them on shows, and then they were all like, that's the thing is, if you're gonna do a draft and split the brands. Have them only be on certain shows.
And then the downside of that is yes, Monday Night Raw is like their show, but now it's on Netflix.
SmackDown's 3 hours too.
Well, I know, but like there's so much more money on Netflix compared to USA. So they're gonna want the Cody Rhodes on there. They're gonna want the Roman Reigns on there. They're gonna want the
That's perfect though. You develop talent on SmackDown.
Yeah.
You have 3 hours a week to develop your main card guys. Like, Jacob 5-2, Bloodbath, just beat the shit out of Braun Strowman. That's what you need. They're building him up to be an absolute monster.
Yeah. I don't think the match started.
I don't think it did either.
It was a great fucking. He just beat the.
No, it did start.
Oh yeah,
but he got DQ'd for kept hitting him with his booty cheeks.
Yeah.
His booty. I'd say probably the best match of the night. Braun Breaker retained over Sheamus. Like we talked about this before, our recording that didn't come to light.
Sorry.
We both loved the match, didn't like the outcome. Sheamus will probably get it at some point. I don't think he's the next one to hold it, but I think maybe he's the one that takes it off Penta if Penta wins it at Mania.
Yeah, I mean,
Um,
we'll talk about Raw too. That happened on Monday, so there's some kind of preview of that Penta and Braun's promo. It's looking like Penta is going to be the new his new feud, and maybe get a match at Chamber or at Mania for the title, which would be cool. Um, but it's hard to say.
Good match though. That spear with Sheamus hitting or jumping off of the stairs was insane.
My bad.
Yeah. So we're back. Quick little intermission. Yeah, that spear with Sheamus jumping off the stairs.
Oh my god!
Just solid. Just
It-
bam.
yeah, I mean
That was awesome.
it was
That's
just,
the thing. It's like, Sheamus banger after banger after banger. Like his little motto is not wrong. Go. What were you gonna say?
It was upsetting to just not see Sheamus get his flowers. I think he'll get them eventually. It'll just be further down the line.
At some point. At some point.
Mania or SummerSlam or fuck, we might even get him at Chamber. Who knows?
Yeah.
We'll pop over into Monday Night Raw. This previous Monday Night Raw. Show started off with Seth and Gunther having a promo. They were going back and forth at it. Gunther was like, you know what? I want you to challenge me. I want you to challenge me. And then fucking Logan Paul showed up. Seth and Logan both declared for the Rumble. Gunther was then like, I want Logan to win the Rumble so I can kick his ass. And that was
I love that.
Yeah, so, but I mean, Logan Paul was getting booed out of fucking oblivion. He couldn't even talk.
People don't want to see him.
Yeah.
People do not want to see him.
Yeah. And I think I obviously he declared for the Rumble. He's going to make an appearance. I think he'll have some good spots, but I don't think he'll probably end up being in like the top
Do not
five.
put him in the late 20s again.
No, he'll start. I think he'll start off early and he'll wrestle for probably like 40 minutes. I'd say, they'll bring him in at like 7 or 8 and let him go to there's like 6 or 7 people left and then get tossed out. And then that you set up whoever does that for their feud at Mania because he's going to be on one of the Mania nights. It's just, I mean, he's a draw. I hate to say it, he's a draw because of his social presence.
Yeah.
And I mean, it's not like he's bad at wrestling. He's pretty good, but it's just I don't want to fucking see him.
Nope. I agree. Could not agree more. Match of the night. War Raiders retain over the Judgment Day, which was Dom and JD. No Finn still. But we'll talk about this match. JD, hell of a showing.
Dude, give him his
Punctured
flowers.
lung, 2 broken ribs after that gnarly table
concussion.
spot. And a concussion. Yeah, I'm sure he got some whiplash as well. That was gnarly.
I thought they were gonna
Awesome
end it right
match.
there. I thought they were gonna end it, but he was just like, "No, keep going. I'm good. I'm good."
Yeah.
Like,
And then end up.
even when
Go
he
ahead.
was on the ropes, like on the side, you could just tell he was so dazed. Like he was
Yeah.
standing like on like the heel or like the sides of his feet, trying to like make sure he wasn't gonna fall. Like he was, you could tell right after it happened that he was in some
Shit was
pain.
ringing.
Yeah,
Um,
but great
really good match. Yes, great match. War Raiders are awesome. Glad
Yeah.
they're finally getting to wrestle
Dude, they're cool.
how they were at NXT. Krieger finally gets to see what they're about, what the
Yeah.
hype was about when
And
they came over.
I'm really starting to like Ivar. I mean, I know
Yeah.
they'll never, unless one of them gets hurt again, they're not going to do any solo stuff. But I would love to see him get a shot at like an IC run or something like that. Like that would be.
He had a decent run when it was just him for a little bit.
Yeah,
It was nice to watch him wrestle.
Yeah, and I mean, like you said, they're letting them do whatever they want now. They don't have any restrictions. They're back to the War Raiders, not the fucking Viking Raiders, and it's
Well,
not
Viking experience.
Yeah, it's not a
God, Vince
not a
McMahon sucks.
gimmick. So they're big fucking brawlers, man. It's really cool to see.
Yeah. And then we had that backstage promo. Can't even really call it promo. Breaker was asking if there's any dogs in the building. Got like one bark out. I sound so weird saying that. And then Penta just comes up, hits him with the Trace Marrow,
Yep.
and looks like that's gonna be the feud after the Rumble.
Which would be cool. It'll be cool to see.
Penta declared himself. That's the thing, is you don't even have to do that right away. You could do that at Mania.
Yeah.
And have Penta just beat guys up to that.
Yeah,
it sounds like
in like the chamber or something is like just another draw, build him up a little bit. He like
let him have a showing.
Yeah, and then he's like, "Oh, I'm not ready for the main card title. Let me go back to this feud that I had." Like there'll be something with them in the Rumble to where they set it up for down the road, whether it's a chamber or at Mania. But Penta, I think is.
I think Penta's the one that takes off Braun.
I do as well.
We'll
talk about the kind of main event of the night.
You could talk about it because I was hugging the toilet at this point.
So CM Punk and Cody Rhodes just had one of the greatest promos I think we've seen in a while. I mean, you could tell that they were just going at it, and I don't think Cody loses the belt anywhere other than Mania. To see CM Punk take it over him at Mania for Punk's first main event.
I'm so torn because I want Randy versus Punk.
Yeah.
Or Randy versus Cody at Mania, Cody. but I want Punk versus Cody too. Yeah.
I think Punk versus Cody would be so good. Obviously they're familiar with each other with the whole AEW stuff, and I mean there's just a lot of history in general for them between those two.
Punk loved Dusty and Punk loves Cody.
Yeah, I mean I think it's going to be a very respected feud. Like they show a lot of respect towards each other, and I think this is where we start seeing like little bits of heel Cody, like in the things that he says, the mannerisms that he does, just little things here and there that are like, hey, this is not really like him. Bimo wanted to make an appearance, yeah, I think we start to see heel Cody, and I think him losing the title is what's gonna kind of shoot that into it.
This is something I did watch afterwards. This is something that stuck out to me. Punk said, "The bad news is that somebody is me. Unlike all these other people, your friend stabbing you in the back. I'm gonna win the Royal Rumble, and I'll see you in the main event at WrestleMania. And because I'm your one true friend, I'm gonna stab you in the front."
Yeah.
Like,
dude,
give me that mic battle for the next 2-3 months.
Yeah, CM. I mean, I think we there's not very many people that can hold up with CM Punk on the mic. I mean, there's a handful of people at most, and
Cody's one of them.
Yeah, and I think that feud would just be so good. I think that would just have Punk win the Rumble, well, keep him out of chamber, don't risk any injury. Just have them have a vocal battle for the next 3 months, and then just
you can get physical a couple times.
Yeah, whether it be night 1 or night 2, I think it'll probably be night 2 because I think they're gonna somehow work Cena in as night 1. I think
Cena will main event night 1.
Yeah, I don't think there's any way that John Cena's last WrestleMania he doesn't main event one of the nights.
I think Cena could win it too, though. That's the thing.
Yeah, I think so. Win the
That's
Rumble.
The thing is, this year's Rumble is so wide open.
Yeah, I mean, we'll talk about it a little bit
in a second. Yeah,
but
we'll hop into some Big Ten hoops.
Well, hold on. One more thing they announced.
Yes,
on Tuesday, Triple H is going to be leading the 2025 class of the Hall of Fame for the WWE. He's already in the Hall of Fame in the D-Generation X group. But Shawn Michaels and Undertaker kind of surprised them. I don't know if you saw the video or not, but
yeah, I did.
It was at the
awesome.
WWE,
they were doing a presser at the headquarters.
Yeah, so it was really cool. It was a surprise to him. You could see Triple H.
He deserves his flowers.
Oh my God, absolutely! I don't think there's anyone that deserves him more, just for what he's done with the company in the last 10 years.
But you don't even got to say what he's done for him as a head guy. What he did as a wrestler was phenomenal.
Yeah.
He was the shit.
Yeah. How long was his reign as World Heavyweight? A while, wasn't it?
He's got like 14 world titles.
Yeah.
He ran the shit for a while. I'm excited to listen to his speech.
Yeah. It'll get emotional, I think, especially with him like being officially like all the way retired from in-ring action. I think bringing in a little bit of that, I think it's going to be really, really cool to see. We'll
I do
hop
too.
over into a little bit of some sports before we talk about the Rumble. Michigan and Michigan State both play on Saturday. Michigan travels to Rutgers, who Michigan State handled pretty easily last week. Michigan got their doors blown in by Purdue.
Yes, they did.
Had a bounce back game against Penn State where they won. Penn State's not the greatest, but it's still a good bounce
Big
back.
Ten win's a Big Ten win
on the road. It's a good coming out of that shit show that was Purdue. It was a good win. I think
it's a good bounce back.
I think they need to win this game at Rutgers. But I mean they're third in the Big Ten right now. I mean they're 7-2 in the Big Ten. So
yeah, and then State goes to USC on Saturday as well. State's got this weird schedule. They're playing Tuesdays and Saturdays the next like month.
Yeah, it's because they go out west so much.
Yeah,
so they give them those days in between to rest because it's not like how baseball where if
well, it used to be you're playing like Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday in the Big Ten.
Right,
or
but
Monday, Friday, Sunday.
Right, but what I'm saying is like baseball teams, like in MLB teams, they can go out to. They'll go out to the West Coast and they'll play all the West Coast teams. Whereas
yeah,
like
they're just going out there for one game.
They're going out there for one game. They're flying back that same day, if not the morning after.
Yeah,
like it's that's why they're giving them those extra days in there, which is cool.
I get it. Yeah, I'm fine. I'm probably fine with it. Just 2 games a week stinks.
Yeah.
But State did not lose a game in the month of December or January. That's the first time in program history.
Nice.
I had to toot their horn there a little bit. I think this is the best one of if not the best team Izzo's ever had.
Yeah, they're good. They got a real shot at winning it this year if they can keep everyone healthy and
stay healthy and keep
playing,
getting better.
Yeah.
Keep getting better. That's the thing is they've gotten better every week. Every game they look better. But we'll hop. Actually, no, we'll do baseball news and then we'll hop into the Rumble. Start with wrestling. End with wrestling. Cubs traded for Ryan Presley on Sunday afternoon. Finally got it. They talked about it for like 3 days before it finally got done. Obviously, Presley had the no trade clause and really said he grew up in Arlington, I think it was, and
didn't want to leave.
Moved his family down there and was a tough decision to uplift his because I don't think they're going to move, but I'm sure they'll buy a seasonal house in Chicago to stay in the summer. But
the main thing is he wasn't gonna be given a chance to compete for the ninth inning slot in Houston.
Yeah, and he'll be our closer.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't officially announce him, but they told him, yeah, I mean, the job's yours until you lose it, basically, or like you will be fighting for it. And we didn't eat a whole lot of the contract, and we gave up fucking nothing for it. So
yeah.
I'm cool. I think
that guy could come back and haunt us in 5-6 years. No, this is it.
It's just one.
It's one, just one.
Well, let's hope we get an extension then.
We'll see. I'm not holding my breath. No. Dodgers signed Kirby Yates, another one.
Fuck them.
That's all we're saying about that.
2035. I saw something today, and I know it's fucking LA Fires and stuff, but they're like the Dodgers have donated $100 million.
Donated more money.
Yeah, have donated more money to the Fires than have actually paid their off-season players this year. And that's with signing fucking everybody.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Rays signed Ha-Sung Kim for a low, like 2 years. Like that surprised me. I thought he'd get more.
I mean, he didn't
with it being the Rays, but he's a great defender. You put him at second or short, he's a Gold Glove fielder.
Yeah, I think. Also,
I figured he'd get more.
Yeah, I agree. I think he probably just there weren't a lot of long-term offers for him. And so I'm surprised he didn't get a higher AAV, but
yeah, that's what I'm very surprised at.
Yeah, we'll talk about. I mean,
Max Scherzer signed today with the Toronto Blue Jays. They actually sneaky offseason.
Yep.
I think they've gotten better.
Yeah,
they can't be as bad as they were last year. they'll have some bounce back seasons from some guys, but I think
I think they probably have a real good shot at making the wild card. I don't think they can compete in that division though, especially
no,
because I think I think
I think they're
Baltimore.
third in the division.
Yeah, I think
I
so.
think it's between Baltimore and New York for the East, and I think that'll be them and the
Hopefully,
Red Sox for third and
hopefully
fourth.
Baltimore just doesn't have a collapse like they did last year, man.
Yeah, they should have won the division.
Yeah.
Um, MLB The Show 25 was announced. Ellie De La Cruz, Paul Skeens, and Gunnar Henderson are the cover athletes. Um, it is next gen exclusive, which is so nice.
Yeah, I think it's just gonna make the gameplay overall better.
No
They won't have
sets
to
and seasons.
focus. Yeah, they won't have to focus on doing stuff for both. They can focus just on the next gen stuff.
They don't have to cater to the old gen, which is the thing is, PS5's been out for 6 years, and they're just
Yeah.
now doing it.
Yeah.
Well, their first game play is next week. We'll talk about that. Hop back into the Rumble. We'll go down up. There's only 2 matches outside of the Rumbles. We've got 2 out of 3 falls match for the WWE Tag Team titles. The Motor City Machine Guns versus DIY. I think that's hard to say match tonight, but that match is going to be awesome.
Yeah.
They're just going to let them. They're going to let them wrestle.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be really cool. I love seeing like technical tag teams fight each other and wrestle each other because it's just so many good spots, so much good like. They just tell such a good fucking story in those matches. It's awesome.
And it's 2 out of 3 falls. There's so much they can do.
Yeah, I mean, and they're both high flying groups. You know,
I'm excited. We might get to see some TNA, some old school TNA and Motor City Machine Guns.
Yeah,
that would be awesome. I'm excited for that. And then we got the ladder match for the WWE titles, quote unquote. Kevin Owens, Cody Rhodes. I think who you got? Oh, who you got? MC, Motor City Machine Guns or DIY?
I think Motor City Machine Guns win it back from them.
I do too. I'm right there with you.
I think that Cody wins because I don't see Cody dropping the belt anywhere other than Mania.
I agree with you there. I think that match is gonna be awesome though.
Yeah, I mean it's a ladder match. There's gonna be a bunch of I know we say it a lot, but there's gonna be a bunch of fucking spots, and there's nothing better than seeing spots on a ladder. So,
I agree. I can't wait for it.
We'll talk about the Rumbles now.
Women's Rumble.
Yeah, I think Becky's gonna come back at 30 and win.
I think Charlotte comes back at 30 and wins.
Okay. I think
we get Charlotte versus Tiffany at WrestleMania.
Ooh, that would be good. That would be a good.
I don't want that. I don't want Charlotte to win. She doesn't need to win another Rumble.
She's won 2 already or 3?
She's won. I don't know if she's won 2.
She definitely won 1.
Yeah.
Anyways, I think we see
She's won 1.
So
no one's won it twice yet.
People are saying that Jordan Grace isn't going to debut now because she has other obligations. Like,
you know how much
yeah,
they plan. I'm not gonna be at said location.
I also think we end up getting.
Could you imagine she comes in and wins?
That'd be crazy. I also think we end up getting an AJ Lee return.
Let's light it up.
Yeah. I know you saw the little clip on TikTok going around that was they're asking Punk. They're like, "Who do you want to be back in the Rumble?" He said, I can't say because I'd get in trouble. And I mean, like I would love AJ Lee.
I think it'd be a one-off though if she comes in. She'll be in the match and that's it. I heard Trish Stratus is rumored to be a surprise. That's right.
I could see that too.
They want to bring her. They want to bring her back.
Yeah, I could see that. She's been doing a lot of stuff recently, just being active. I also think we could get maybe an appearance of the Bella Twins. There's been a lot of talk about.
I think we get Nikki back. I don't think we get Brie.
So, yeah, Nikki's the one that like wants to come. She's very more vocal. Has been very vocal on wanting to return to WWE. And like being at the Raw on Netflix premiere, like
help Asuka's back too.
Who?
Asuka.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
So it went Asuka, Becky.
Sorry.
Oh, her tweets. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, people just need to leave wrestlers alone.
Yeah.
The winners in order: Asuka, Becky, Charlotte, Bianca, Ronda, Rhea, Bailey. Ronda is one person I do not want to see. I don't want to see her. I don't want to see
She
Brock.
just had a kid. I don't think.
I don't want to see her. I don't want to see Brock.
Let's move to the men's. I think this is going to be the biggest return Rumble that we have. I think we're going to get a Finn Demon return. I think we're going to get a Randy Orton return. I think we're going to obviously get the John Cena return. I think I saw some rumors about Santino Marella coming back for it. Yeah.
He breaks that thing out.
Oh my god! I seen a couple stuff of.
I think we get a bunch. I think we get TNA guys.
Yeah, I saw a lot of stuff with Tina. I think Joe Hendry's probably going to make an appearance.
Say his name.
I think I've seen also a lot of stuff of JBL maybe coming back for to come.
I would mark out if I heard the
Yeah.
dun dun dun.
Dun. I seen rumors of but that's just I think because they were in Texas and they were pushing him. That's where he's from, you know.
He's been popping up everywhere.
He has. I mean, he's doing the Bruce Pritchard show right now.
And he's been clotheslining the hell out of everybody.
Yeah. Well, Bruce Pritchard has taken a hiatus from his show. I don't know. Did he step away from WWE for a little bit? I'm not entirely sure.
I don't know.
But he's definitely not doing his show right now. JBL has been taking over in the last couple of weeks. But yeah, I think this Rumble is going to be as star-studded as we've seen in a while. I think Punk's going to win it. I think it's
Cena.
Punk or
Cena. I think it's Cena or Punk. I want to say Orton too, but he's got 3.
I saw something that KO...
I can't imagine him winning number 4.
Yeah, I saw something about KO beating Cody and then Cody going to the Rumble.
Dude, if he gets in and
kind of like how Brock did when he lost that
win it.
Yeah, and win it, and then 3 in a row. I think the only person that's done that is Stone Cold, right?
No one's won 3 in a row.
Oh, well then yeah. I mean,
I don't want that. I love Cody. I don't want that.
Yeah.
So next episode we'll talk about the Rumble results. Obviously no football this weekend. Pro Bowl, we're not covering that garbage.
No.
But appreciate you guys hanging out. If you made it this far, drop a like, comment, subscribe. Greatly appreciate it. Videos continue to do numbers, and we, like I said, greatly appreciate it. We want to keep growing this. Keep hanging out with us. And if you got nothing to say, I got nothing to say.
I think that'll about do it. Thanks for the support. Keep the feedback coming. Anything you want us to talk about or have opinions on or anything, keep
another thing, we'll do it next week. We're gonna do it this week. We're gonna post on our socials some Q&As. You guys ask us questions, we're answering them for our Tuesday episodes.
Yep.
For our Tuesdays episodes, because those are kind of lighter. We'll try, and I mean, if we get enough every week, we'll probably just answer a couple each show.
Yeah.
Or things you want us to talk about. But we'll start that this weekend probably. Yeah, feedback helps us a lot. With that being said, thanks for watching. Kings of the Clubhouse. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.
Peace.